camped beside my motorcycle. Looked peaceful, for now. Then this fox showed up. Just casually walking in. Took a moment to check the stream. Not in a hurry. Then it turned, and came toward me. Halfway through, it paused. Looked back. Thinking, maybe? Second thoughts. Quick glance my way. Still unsure. Made eye contact. Then, goodbye. Disappeared. Like nothing happened. The crows struck fast. Poked a hole in my food bag. And flew off with my menkikatsu sandwich. From the quiet parking area, a short walk up the hill led me to something ancient. No signs of crowds, just wind, grass, and a path through time. Oval in shape, with 7 stone clusters arranged like sundials, this site dates back 3,500 years, believed to be a Jomon-era burial ground. This is a pot still, used for distilling whiskey by applying heat. Look closely and you'll see shiminawa, sacred ropes with white paper strips. They're placed to express gratitude for nature's blessings and to pray for good whiskey. This tradition comes from the founder's roots in Asaki brewing family in Hiroshima. And below, real flames. Yoichi is the only distillery in the world still using coal-fired distillation. After the intense heat, time takes over. Inside the warehouse, casks quietly age over time. You can see how the color deepens. 0, 10, and 20 years. Free whiskey tasting at the end. A rare treat, if you're not riding. No whiskey for me, but this apple juice almost made me forget.
From Yoichi, it's time to ride back toward the city, Sapporo.
Let it roll.
Now, I'm riding toward a place in Sapporo where a giant Moai statue stands. Not East Island, but Japan. Why is it here? That's what I'm about to find out. But before we get there, let's take a look at the real Moai statues on Eastern Island. Alright, that's a real Moai. Now, let's go see the one waiting in Sapporo.
Remains
These moai stand in this cemetery as symbols of life in the future, built to honor and preserve memories. Up close, their presence is truly powerful.
Let's go! Next step, a pyramid. But not the ancient kind. This one's made of glass. With the ruins, moai, and now this. It feels like I'm on some ancient mystery tour. If the next stop is a Sphinx or a UFO, I'm officially calling this a time travel tour. But sometimes the real journey is just about the places we go. It's about how far we've come to become the person we are now.
Back when I kept asking what is my true self, when I had no dreams or goals and felt lost in panic, I was desperately searching for the reason I was born. Time passes in an instant, and before I knew it, I was seeing the news that many celebrities had died. The left palm I see now hasn't changed, but so much around me surely has. As we grow older, people stop taking risks. No, it's not that they don't take risks, it's that they can't take them anymore. They stay frozen, unable to move, but that's not their fault. It's because of the environment around them, because we can't change the world around us. Is that really true? Can you honestly say your childhood self wouldn't be disappointed to see you now? Don't let the opinions of the world make you lose yourself. Just stay who you are. Just stay who you are. Before I noticed I had become one of those adults I swore I'd never be like, but again, that's not my fault. It's the adulthood's fault, the environment's fault, my genes' fault. Everything is someone else's fault. An unconscious loser, pretending to be a winner. What a pathetic adult. They block their ears to the size of children every day, looking for someone to blame on the news, blowing off steam in online games, harsh on others, soft on themselves. What is a cool adult? A man in a suit, a rich man, a woman married to someone who lives in a Tokyo Tower apartment. How ridiculous! What a load of crap!